Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me early this morning. I had to run and get my coffee. Forgot I made a pot of coffee. Wonder why I wasn't feeling my perky self this morning because I needed my coffee. But yes, I was going to title the show Coffee with a Side of Beef, like we do sometime early in the morning. But anywho, what's up, Trash Town? That thumbnail got you hungry? Now you know I'm gonna drop the link if you wanna join me. I'm gonna drop the link to anybody who wants to join me this early AM. But how you doing, love? How you doing? I ain't even made me no breakfast yet. I literally just made me some coffee and that's it. Mm. And I don't want to be slurping all in your face. I hate when people be drinking coffee and slurping all in your ear when they on here. Hey Mimi, oh my god, is that Mimi? Is that Mimi from oh my god, from my old YouTube channel? I haven't seen you in a minute. You said that reminds you that you need some cream. Child. I had I got a lot of cream in there. I got way more cream than I got coffee. That's for sure. But when I don't have no cream, I use me a little milk. But if my southern friend would say milk, it is you. I haven't seen you. You know what? It's been so long since I didn't see you, Mimi, but I can distinctly still remember what your voice sounds like, girl. Hey, boo, good
Hey,
morning.
good morning.
Ciao. Happy Monday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. You
You
know
lost,
that's bad. You know that means I
you
worked too
lost
much,
the
right?
day.
Because I was working yesterday, and how could I forget that I worked yesterday on the holiday? Yes, it's Tuesday, y'all.
You are so funny. You are so funny, girl.
I know. I try
You
to
said,
be entertaining on this what does Connie call it? This entertainment platform. Entertainment
independent what?
application. No, that's what she calls it. Kwani. She always says this is just an entertainment application. She don't
Oh,
understand why people be taking things so, you know, seriously.
serious.
Yeah, because she's like, it's an entertainment application. Should nobody tell you where to go? Should nobody tell you who to listen to? Who chat
That's
to
what
talk
Jay
down in?
Wilson be saying. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Jay Wilson always says that this is what do you say, we co-workers? Is that what he
Yeah. You just co-workers,
it's something
uh,
else he says too. Co-worker.
independent contractors.
Yeah, independent contractors. I like the term
Mhm.
co-workers better, but I get exactly what he be saying. Um, Matter of fact, I was watching Bree the other day. She had even said that she said back in 2019, I think she said she had decided that she was going to let people from all different, platforms or groups or cliques or whatever you want to call this shit on here, be in her chat and drop down in her chat and stuff like that. Instead of making it where it feels like the only people who can be comfortable in your chat is like I I don't know.
Your group,
Like,
your group of friends.
yeah, I mean, I've never been like that, so I don't understand the mentality of people who subscribe to you being scared to go anywhere else. I never understood that mentality at all. And Deanna, hey boo, good morning. If anybody wants to
And
jump on
Taylor,
the link, you can. But you know what? I was gonna use something Deanna always says too. When I was listening to QB, because this live is all about QB. And when I was listening to QB yesterday talking about that he's tired of the beef sector and it's really redundant and da 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 da. And he said, I'm not no repeat person. Why the first thing I thought of was what Deanna be saying when she be like, people always in the beef sector on Pete and repeat. I was hollering. I was hollering because Deanna be saying some shit that I ain't never heard before with her southern ass.
That repeat and repeat remind me of that thing. It was I guess it was a riddle, something we used to do when we were little. What Deanna said. Well, I'm sorry, what they said, what was it? It was Pete and Repeat was in the boat. Pete fell out. Who was left?
Pete fell out, so is this one of those trick I'm gonna feel like a damn fool because I didn't get it right?
Pete and Repeat were in the boat together. Pete fell out. Who was left?
Repeat.
Pete and Repeat were in the boat. Pete fell out, but who was left?
Repeat. Like, I don't know. I said
Pete and Repeat. Okay. Pete and Repeat. You keep
because he always repeats, right? So wouldn't he be? Well, that's why I said repeat, right?
Right, girl. You don't get the joke. The joke is every time you say repeat, I repeat it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, that's what that reminded me of when Deanna.
Okay.
You was like really trying to figure it out.
Anyway, oh my God. Hell no. Deanna, did you hear that shit? What's up, Jackson 2300?
Another trash talk one.
Hey, Carrie Ray. Hey, Carrie Boo. Who else in the chat? I don't know. Y'all can drop down. Don't be shy. Drop down in the chat. Show some love. But yes, the title of this video is called "Did QB Really Leave the B Sector?" I don't know if you've been keeping in touch with what's going on over here, Sislo, but QB went live the other day. You know, QB been missing in action for a minute on YouTube, right? Kind of after the time when they were making some allegations that he did something to Fi's daughter.
Right.
I don't know where the hell those allegations came from. I mean, they just literally appeared out of nowhere. It's like, you know, what the hell? And I guess things has been kind of, well, they appear to have looked kind of strained to the rest of us, you know, him and Fi's relationship ever since then. And then one of QB's channels is like gone. We don't know if he deleted it. We don't know if he hid it. But like his main channel, QB of the Midwest, that channel's like gone. So, you know, a lot of people been wondering, you know, making jokes. What if I do to QB? You know, is he still alive? You know, all this kind of shit. Because he been MIA in the B sector. So he went live yesterday from the McDonald's. And first of all, I want to say, did y'all get that boy fired from the cupcake shop? Now, you know that's where he works, right? Sislo at the cup. He used to make cupcakes and something like that at the bakery.
But that's a nice job.
I mean, I ain't hate crust. Hey, you know, I'm a come on, Sislo.
I know,
you know I'm a personal custom cake decorator. I am a custom cake decorator. So I ain't hating on nobody. I'm not hating on nobody who work at a bakery because that's my business on the side. I'm a custom cake decorator. Now, I would say I would suggest people either run their own shit when it comes to that type of work because they don't pay you enough in those cake stores to decorate and all that kind of stuff. You can make a lot more money doing it on your own. I will say that. But anyway, there was a time when he was into it with, because, you know, every time Fi's into it with somebody, he's into it with somebody, right? They like the tag along gang, you know, tag me in, bitch, tag me in. And so they were going back and forth with a lot of people all the time. And one of them was Cookie Monstar. And she was one of few people that was always calling down to his job, trying to get him in trouble, telling him that he got HIV, he got the virus, Do they let people down there who got the disease? I mean, y'all got people making y'all
That's
food.
just
I mean, they
terrible.
was doing like the
That's
most.
terrible. That's terrible.
Doing the
Hey.
most. So now people is alleging that he done got fired from the bakery and now working at the McDonald's where he was eating lunch at live on YouTube yesterday. So I'm like, did they really get that boy fired? Because I can imagine that getting all them calls, your supervisor, your manager keep getting all those calls repeatedly all the time, talking about you got the virus. Talking about, do your customers know that somebody behind there got the virus? You know, whoever mixing up y'all buttercream frosting. You know what I'm saying? Your cream cheese frosting.
Mm-hmm.
Your chocolate frosting. I was like, damn. See, that's why I try not, I'm not into beefing in the beef sector because regardless how I feel about some people on here, calling people jobs, calling people homes, calling people families, I still don't agree with any of that. But anyway, good morning Forever Lisa. Good morning, Betty White. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? But yeah, so I don't know what happened to Sislo. She'll probably jump back on in a second. But yeah, anyway, back to QB's live last night. Some people think he's serious. Some people think he's playing in our face and maybe possibly Fi as well. I don't know. I guess I was coming on here to get y'all opinion to see what y'all think. Because I don't know who I was listening to the other day. Who was I listening to the other day that said it's not worth what were they trying to say? It's not worth clicking up. I'm not saying they words verbatim, but I'm trying to put together what I can remember. But basically, clicking up with people and totally trying to be in a specific group on here does not benefit your channel. Like, especially the people who be trying to control you, control their followers, control their supporters, their subscribers, is not beneficial to your channel, is not beneficial to your growth of your channel. And I do believe that because you see the people who don't mind who come in their chat. They don't mind where other people go. Their channels are consistently growing and growing and growing and growing. And they be having constantly got 1,000 people or damn near in they chat all the time because they don't mind what camps you come from. They don't mind who's supporting them where they go. And I think that's how it should be. You should not have nobody on the internet should have that much control over you. And I guess QB is starting to feel that way or see what happens when you do shit like that. Like every battle that somebody fights on here, you know, Sislo, since day one, you've been following me on since my first channel that I started like 5 years ago or whatever. And I've always said since then, nobody would ever control me, tell me where to go, and I would not try to do that to anybody else because we is grown on here. My mom died 5 years ago, and she didn't tell me where. Half the time, she could keep me under the roof when I was living at home. So I'd be damned if somebody on a YouTube or what Kwani would call an entertainment application would tell me where to go and what to do, and then try to get me to help fight their battles all the time. Like that clicking up stuff, it's cool to have friends on here, or as Jay Wilson calls it, what do you call it? Contractors, co-workers. But to always put yourself in a situation where you always like defending somebody. I done seen a lot of people get into a lot of shit on here, and I just sit there and watch. And I talk to some of y'all in the background. I got a few of y'all phone numbers. A few of y'all got mine. But I don't jump in like y'all shit. And I follow people who don't even like each other. It's entertainment to me. It's an entertainment application. Associates, thank you, Betty, right? Associates. It's an fucking entertainment application. And QB or nobody else should be have to come on here and be in that situation where they have to. I'm done. I'm totally done with the beef sector. I done bumped my head and got amnesia, deleting all the videos, deleting the channels and all that shit. You shouldn't even never put yourself in that situation where you have to do that. Like when I hear people say what QB was like before he joined Fi, I don't even remember. And I remember his call-ins, but I don't really remember what he was like, even though I used to follow him long time ago. And once he clicked up with her, it was like he didn't have. It was like he was gone, and they was just like a. And then for them to call his group the Babes instead of the Renegades, just because he was clicked up with Fight, like ain't that the silliest shit?
Here's the thing. He invested a lot of time and energy in what he thought was a lifelong friendship. He had no idea that that relationship was expendable. He is like totally taken back, which is why he probably took time off for a minute to recollect himself and everything else. He's probably just as blown back about this because he felt like, you know, with you would think that if I give you everything and I'm there for you all the time and we ride or die and this, that, and the other, that you're my friend to the end. And nothing can ever come between our friendship. But he does not understand what he's dealing with. He's dealing with a narcissistic person with a crab in a bucket come up mentality. One thing about it, I don't have anything to do with that person, and that person don't have nothing to do with me, but I never cared for them because I could see through them. Even with their commentary, they don't do no work on their own. None. They look at other people's content and then report on that. You know how we go through and we research our stories or our content or what have you. We take our time and really, try to find the ins and the outs of that story or whatever. It's basically what they hear off of somebody else's channel and then their opinion about it. That's that. So it's like all this time, when you've been the one doing all the research and all the pulling together, all this, that, and the other, to make it sit up and look pretty for somebody else to present it, and all of the support and all to be there and got your back and to curl your hair and to be your bend and all that. You would think if I do everything you need me to do, then absolutely you will always be my friend. And for you to sit up and turn your back on me and isolate yourself from me, and then accuse me of I get accused of inappropriate behavior with your child.
Yes, I know that had to hurt him. That had to hurt.
So yeah, he butthurt right now.
Yeah, and the
fact that a lot of understand he's dealing with a narcissist that don't care because she always gonna be right.
Exactly, and everybody else is wrong.
So yeah, I can dig it. I mean, I would be hurt too. I mean, I've been there.
But see, my thing is with him and with a lot of other people, like it just, I don't know. It's just like in my Deanna Irvin voice, repeat and repeat. Like we keep seeing the same shit. And Fi was the one who used to always say, this person always falling out with every person they be a friend with. This person always falling out with every person they be a friend with. But she been falling out with people left and right since she joined the B sector. You know, when she first came on and she was sitting on that little patio I used to think she probably stayed in the hood. I don't know where the fuck. I know I stay in the hood, but I used to think she stayed in the hood when she used to sit on that little patio thing. But I guess she stayed like on the outskirts of Chicago or something. I don't know. But anywho, when she first came on, was sipping her little coffee in the morning, smoking her cigarettes. You know, I found her a lot more entertaining then when she was talking about different things going on in the world, entertainers and things like that. And then it just seemed like one day she was just like this mean, horrible, like attacking everybody just out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? When this you it happened so fast. It happened so fast. And then she just created all these enemies and all these relationships that she had just ended and they still be ending. I mean, most recently, Tisa. And then before that, we know it was like her. I thought they was damn near best friends. Trace State, what's her name? Tracy. Uh,
Tracy
yeah,
D.
Tracy. I thought they was like besties. They seem like really, really, really cool. And I didn't think
Everybody
they'd ever
she
break up.
everybody she was with, it's like it's been like the Olivia the Oracle and April and all these
No,
other
that shit
people.
that happened with April, and I like me some Ask April, but that shit that happened with April over that fication, I was like, wow,
It's
wow.
all the same. At some point, people will gotta see that everybody else ain't wrong.
I'm just saying everybody can't be wrong. Like you just said, everybody can't be wrong. And there are people still over there thinking like she's the best person in the world. She could do no wrong. People just hating on her. They jealous. They jealous of your numbers and all this kind of shit. And Fi always wants to be tracking. Like she always wants to be tracking. She always puts her like okay, like the shit Rico did the other day. You know, everybody was on live last night. JW, Tracy, a lot of people talking about it, doing commentary on it. Some people just always want to be, excuse me, in the spotlight. And like JW was saying last night on his video, he said Rico wants to be content. He wants to be one the people who always talking about we track and they always talking about us. Why you always talking about us? They constantly stay out there and making content so that people could be talking about them. Instead of over there talking about celebrity news, or instead of they're talking about they over there talking about other people, talking shit about other people, or doing some weird ass shit online, making people talk about them. But then they turn around and say people are jealous, and that's why they're always talking about them. It don't make sense. It don't add up. Some people always want to be commentary, and then they try to get mad when you always talking about them, but they really like it because without you talking about them, they can't talk about you, and it goes on and on and on. And I guess that's what QB was saying last night when he was like, "I'm sick of the redundantness of the B sector, all these repeat beefs, and shit like that." But that's what the B sector is all about. You constantly it's like a little what do you call them little things on the little wheel? The little not the little rats. What you call them little things? I forgot what you call them little animals. You put them on the wheel and they just be running and running and running and running. But it's like a constant circle. You always coming back to the same point in the B sector because you're constantly talking about like the same people. But in his situation, thank you, Betty White. I'm up here like the little rat, little hamster. Ooh, and I gotta tell y'all this funny ass story later. Remind me to tell you this funny ass story about something that happened here with somebody in my city that has to do with a rabbit. Anyway, hey BB Nice, good morning. But in his situation, he did like a lot of other people did. They got real close to her. They created a friendship with her, sort of a bond or something like that. And like you said, Sislo, he didn't think it would never end. But people kept warning him and warning him and warning him that she's bringing you down. You can't take everybody with you, and you can't fight everybody fights on here. because when that first time when I heard somebody call and he said that his subscribers renamed themselves the Renababes. And I always say that's like our platform, we call ourselves the Hoodies or Hood Nation. Like that was, I don't know. I'm like, let me think. Somebody calls themselves like the Diamonds. Okay, let's say Bless. She call herself the Diamonds or something. Like we gonna call ourselves what, Hood Diamonds? Like come on now. You don't integrate like that. It's one thing to support somebody's platform, like, share, subscribe, collaborate with them and things like that. But when you literally like formulating, constructing your channels as one, and that's what it seemed like. That's why a lot of people fell off from QB, because it seemed like he even said it last night, that he felt like he wasn't himself anymore, and that he's just trying to get back to the real him, before he once again involves anybody else. And that's what happened when you put yourself in that situation. Like, you really have to come on here and take care of your own, like at our homes. We have to take care of our own house first before we involve anybody else into anything that goes on in our house. And when we do involve anything that people come, when we have get-togethers, when we have kickbacks, when we have birthday parties, what we do at the end of the night? What did Martin used to say? I don't care where the hell you go, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, you got to get the heck up out of here. And that's how it should be with our channels. Like, we cool and all that, but this my shit right here. That's your shit over there. This my battle over here. That's your battle over here. And that's where he fucked up. But again, people think he's playing in our face, and they playing in our face. So my question to y'all is, do y'all think he's really done with the B sector? That's the first question. And the second one is, do you really think he's done with Fi Babe? Now you can answer that too, Sis Love, if you like.
I don't only think he's probably done with her, but she probably done with him too. And to be perfectly honest, I don't care either way. Because misery loves company. And she gonna always have company. Because people love the drama. People love the boo-boo. The boo-boo. Period, point blank. Maybe in reinventing himself, he will find his own little supporters and group of supporters that's gonna love on him the way he needs to feel like he need to be loved on. And that be that. But I know one thing for sure. It takes a fool to know, to learn, that love don't love nobody. Period.
Say it again for the people in the back.
It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody.
Hey,
that's it.
Ciao. What's up, Lorraine? Let me read some of these comments. Betty White says she in the front pew. 2300 said you can get caught up and you can lose yourself in the YouTube streets. It really can happen. Betty White said she don't believe so because Fi said she was done and she was right back. Well, what did Fi say yesterday morning? She said Fi said she's working on her brand or something, and no outsiders are welcome. Now, some people was insinuating she was referring to QB, but I don't know when it comes to Fi. I don't know. Y'all know how she does this, what does she call it when she create controversial content or something. I forgot the term that she uses. But anywho, Vibrant, I see you. Thanks for the shout out, love. I think I read all the comments. Oh, you said Tracy created a monster, but it's not her fault. Tracy leveled her up and then she got too high and mighty. It happened when she met Tracy D. Oh wow. Betty White says, I always say when two people are like fight, it's like mom and dad fighting. Don't make me choose. Right. And I don't know why it's so hard to just leave this, even if you is in the B sector and you beefing with people. I don't understand how we get to a level where people are doxing and putting out personal information and putting out addresses and putting out phone numbers and putting out and calling people jobs and calling people moms and the things that we see on here like it's an entertainment application. People take this shit way too seriously. They get way too involved. And another thing QB said last night was, now I don't know how true this is because I don't know QB in real life. But again, when he first came on, I hardly remember what type of commentary he was doing. I remember watching him and I remember him getting numbers and having the phone line. But once he joined up with 5A, a lot of that stuff just got put so far in the back burner. I don't even remember the QB that some people speak of. But what he was saying was that he didn't used to be, or he never was a negative person. And again, that's what he's saying now. He said he never was a negative person before he got down with the B sector. But he said when it comes to the B sector, he got it really engulfed in the negativity. He also said he wasn't proud of any of the shit that he said or has done to anybody on here. And basically, he doesn't want to burn for eternity in hell because of some of his actions and behavior that he has contributed to in the B sector alongside 5. Now, what do you think about that? He didn't make no apologies about anything that he has said or done to anybody on here, but he said he doesn't want to die and go to hell for some of the shit that he has been involved with on YouTube.
Was that a what you call a indirect apology or something?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can say that maybe it was a I don't know. It kind of made me feel as if he's going through
or
something.
Was it a confession?
Something, yeah. It kind of put me in a place that he was trying to basically maybe not apologize to the people on here, but maybe apologize to God, maybe. Because like if something sits that touches you that much on here, were you thinking about going to hell? Like, is there something else really personal in his life that he's going through to make him think that if he would die today, like I know for a fact, if I go to hell, it ain't gonna be for shit on YouTube. It's gonna be for something I did back in the 90s, something I did, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like something I forgot I did that I ain't asked for forgiveness for. But you know what? I'm just joking when I say that shit. But it's not gonna be for nothing that I did on YouTube. So he didn't apologize, but like Vibrant Low said, he did kind of own up to what he has done on YouTube. Now, as far as going to hell, I really don't think anybody on here might go to hell for something they did on YouTube. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's done something that bad that would warrant hell, because a lot of the stuff on here is for entertainment purposes. But when it comes to the doxing and things like that, I don't know if that puts you in fire and brimstone, going to hell with gasoline draws on. But I guess I get what he's saying as far as he knows he's done a lot of fucked up shit on here, and he don't like it. And he said he's not proud of it. You know. You said the 90s laugh. I was like, yeah, Betty White. Hey, I was boy back in the 90s, child. I was one of those people in the 90s where you know you come home every night or you wake up in the morning and you just immediately, God, please forgive me. Like every night, God, please forgive me. And not your normal prayer, like now I lay me down to sleep. I pray to the Lord. No, God, please forgive me. I promise I won't do this no more. If you get me out of this situation, please. It was like that. During the 90s. And when you grow up with somebody who's really strict and really in the church and your parents is in the church like that, well, at least my mom was, it was like she was always preaching, y'all going to hell. If you do this, you're going to hell. If you have sex, you're going to hell. If you commit fornication, you're going to hell. If you drink, you're going to hell. If it was always, if you do this, you're going to hell. So growing up, I always thought I was going to hell, like, and you know, your parents teach you God's going to come back and it's going to be like a blink of an eye. He's going to crack through the sky. So every day I thought God was coming back and I was going to hell.
Girl.
Like, I'm serious, y'all. That's how I was raised. You know?
Was the 80s for me.
And then after a while, I was like, fuck it. Shit, if I'm going to hell, I'm going to have fun before I go.
Baby. I got in trouble for stealing cars. I was out there driving with no license. I was girl, you name it.
No, for real. I used to be in some shit. Boy. And I thank God that I had kids because
gangbanger and nothing like that. But you know, I was being fast. You know what I'm saying? And then the crazy part about it, when I was still in the cars, I wasn't going nowhere. I was joyride. And one time I went to go pick my boyfriend up. And the girl got down there, stole my mama's car while she was asleep. When she woke up, the car was stuck down the street because the ignition locked up. The whole dashboard.
No, I used to steal my mama's car all the time, but I hung around people who stole cars, only stole my mama's car. So I didn't really take that as stealing, kind of like borrowing, as long as I had it back in time. But yeah, I used to steal her car and go pick up a nigga, sneak him back in the house.
They call the police on you.
Yeah. But let me read what Chopper said, because I absolutely agree, Chop. You said a lot of what happens in the B sector may be entertaining for some, but for a lot of it's attack. Yes, yep. And that's what I was saying when I was saying a lot of this stuff on here is entertainment, but when it comes to doxing and stuff like that, taking advantage of people, like a lot of people on here think that doxing, calling your parents, a lot of people think that that's gonna, I don't know, affect them in a certain way, when a lot of people know that if you dox people on here, ain't nobody really gonna come to your house, ain't nobody gonna run up on you. Shit does happen, like the shit that happened with Susie and shit. And I know a lot of people don't like for what I said, but since the day that shit happened, I was like, beat that bitch ass. That bitch would have got beat at the motherfucking table in the motherfucking IHOP. It wouldn't have been no chasing her ass down through the dope. We would have got it on and pop as soon as she sat her ass down in my face. But anyway, so shit like that does happen. But people be like, I got your address. I know. I got your license plate number. I got your like, and but things do go a lot further. Like when you call people jobs and call people parents and show up in people's schools. Like I never forget when they showed up at Susie's kid's school. And even though Susie might have done some things she done was wrong too. But like two things don't make it right. Two things don't make it right. And the thing about it on here, everybody is trying in the B sector. Some people be trying to top the other person. Like, okay, you done this. Let's see how much you like this. Let's see how much you like if I do that. So then we on here reading people medical records and court records and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of the shit is beyond entertaining, and I just be like, damn, that's fucked up. And that's why I don't beef in the beef sector. I'll comment on the shit every now and then if I think it's, if I feel like doing commentary on it. But mm, mm. Yeah, she did. She did. Chop. She did. She admitted that she went too far. Yep. Yep. And I guess that's what people are wondering. Like QB yesterday, he basically was saying I don't know if he's scared to go to hell or if he's just trying to turn over a new leaf. Did his ass get born again? Did he go to church on Sunday? I don't know what happened. Like me personally, I think once people started calling my job and accusing me of having HIV and shit like that, I would probably have left people alone at that minute. Like y'all trying to get me fired on my day off. Like, I would have just been like, I'm done. Yes, fired on your day off. I'm like, But yeah.
Run, sis. I gotta run. I gotta run out here to the store before my daughter go to work.
Okay. No problem. Thanks for jumping on this morning.
Hey everybody. I was trying to say hey to everybody in the chat and bump myself out the doggone thing because I was trying to. Anyway, but hey y'all. Hey, what up, dolls?
Hey, I like Aquarian 128 comment. It's a little too late for him to worry about karma now after following and participating in with the FBs. Oh, the 5-8 hating shenanigans.
Hateful shenanigans.
Yeah, hateful shenanigans.
Yeah, it's hindsight is always 20/20, baby.
Right, Betty, right. I think it's a balance. She said, I've been on here for like 5 years, same here, and I only talk shit. I don't mess with real life. And that's the thing, like the beef sector, I know they say every time somebody does something, oh, the beef sector is turning dark. It's turning dark in here. But the beef sector been dark for a very long time. A very long time. And sometimes it's entertaining and sometimes people do go too far. And there have been people that I literally just stopped following. I can't even like take in the bullshit anymore. Because it's like it can be so contaminating to your mind. It really can. But yes, Miss Cisco, I'll probably be on here later tonight. But I don't know. It depends. I got a 12-hour day today. I'm on my little lunch break. I'm on my little break right now, waiting on my supervisor to call me and tell me how much my bonus gonna be.
Our annual bonus. I'm mad at you, girl.
That bonus going right on this new house that I'm buying. Shit. I've been picking out furniture for 2 weeks to fill up this house. But shout out to all the people who somebody bought me a housewarming gift yesterday, but they accidentally mailed it to themselves. And thank God they live here in my city. And matter of fact, it's crazy because they live like 3 blocks from the house that I'm buying. So I drove past the house I'm buying to go pick up my package from my friend who bought me a gift off Amazon. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been clicking on my housewarming wish list link on Amazon. People have been dropping off gifts, mailing gifts, having me pick up shit. So I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate the love and support from everybody, from all the hoodies, Hood Nation. For these comments and Cislo, if you want to jump down, that's cool. I really appreciate you jumping on here.
All right, love y'all. See you soon.
All right, be safe out there on your store run. Okay, Chop said, I never posted that picture. BS posted that picture on 360. Uh-oh, I missed something. Hold on, let me go back up. Lorraine said, Hood, thank you. I have never dropped down, but always in the bushes like a commentary. Thank you. I don't usually do commentary on the B sector, maybe once or twice a month. I'll be doing other shit, celebrities, trending news, sometime F shit as well. But thank you. I appreciate that. Betty White said, Chopper posted a picture of Trees, their mother casket, not cool. Oh, that's what Chop was referring to when he said that. Hey, V's Interior Designs and Lifestyle. Ooh, you changed your name. V said started to go dark on Super Chat. Oh, you know what? I think you might be right about that, Aquarian. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that's Chop's response. I never posted pictures. VS posted that picture after CQ's her. We'll look for that link to Amazon. Hey, Lorraine, I can drop the link. Hold on, let me see. Ooh. Let me see. I'll find a link. I'll find a link and I'll drop it. I try not to drop it every day. You know, I drop it like once a week because I don't want people to be on here thinking, damn. You know how people be on here and they be like, Cash App, Super Chats, hit that Super Chat, Cash App. You know, I try not to be one of those type of content creators. Even if I did post a wish link for my housewarming, I don't want to be like shoving it down people's throat. So I just try to post it like once a week, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I can go ahead and drop the link for you and drop it on my community wall so that you can find it. But yeah, it's like a lot of stuff that goes on here, you know, like even instances like that where I don't think people will like literally go to hell for doing something like posting pictures of people's dead family members. I think it's really horrible that people can do things like that, but sometimes they say you can't tell people how to hit back, how to strike back, how to respond when somebody's battling with you. And I understand what they're saying, but on here we do take things too far. A lot of times we take things too far. Like we really do. Like I remember when Rick Reed's mother was called and Fi cussed his mama out, and I was like, oh hell no, that's a ass whooping. Like in real life, people wouldn't do that shit in real life. People wouldn't do that shit if they stayed in your city. People would not do that shit. So some of the stuff that we do on here, people be putting 20 on 10. A lot of shit people do on here because they cannot and will not do it in your face. They won't. They might have your address, but will they walk up to your house and knock on that door? Will they ring that doorbell? No, they might walk past your house and kick your trash can over and take off running before they spot it on camera. So I don't take a lot of the shit that happens in the B sector seriously, but it's still wrong. It's still wrong. But yeah, a lot of people on here, they ain't got no when I be telling my folks, my peeps, the shit that be going on YouTube, they be like, fuck that shit. I've been a slid on a nigga, like real shit. Been a slid on somebody, but when you thousands of miles away, you sound big and you sound bad and you sound tough and all this kind of stuff when you 1,000 miles away on the other side of a computer screen. But anyway, oh hey, Forever Lisa, I just dropped the link, Forever Lisa. I just dropped the link to the Amazon, but again, I'll put it on my community wall as well. Ooh, he said F Tracy. Chop always blocked me. Ooh, you must not know about me. Betty White, you probably get blocked by a lot of people. Hey Chop, I seen one of your videos about a week or so ago, a couple of weeks. I had commented on there, but you probably didn't know who the hell I was because I thought you did a really good job on that video where you were singing. But yeah, I left you a comment on that video. But yeah, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. You said I'm a boxer. We have rules like not hitting below the belt. Now, if we fighting, I might, you know, yeah, if it's me, I'm Craig, and I'm fighting Debo, and we out in the streets, I'll pick up a brick, I'll pick up a trash can, I'll pick up a log, something. Shoot, I might pick up my 9mm, my Glock 17. But that's different than coming on here and showing people's very, very personal, private information. That's different, you know. Hey, it is what it is. I don't know if it'll ever change. People always talking about YouTube getting stricter, YouTube doing this, YouTube doing that. YouTube ain't doing shit. YouTube don't care about the shit that people do on here to each other. 9 times out of 10, well, 90% of the time, people in the B sector is bullying. Like really bullying. But YouTube has like a strenuous rule against bullying. They don't care about the B sector. They care about them coins that we keep making them. That's what they care about. Even with the Tasha K shit. Is anything gonna change on here? I doubt it. I really doubt it. But you know, y'all just be careful because I don't like to see nobody lose their channels. And a lot of people be losing their channels on here in the B sector because people be flagging them and you know all kind of stuff like that. But you know, again, it is what it is. Y'all just gotta do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. But the bottom line is look out for your channel. For your channel. Like it's okay to support other people on here. It's okay, you know, to support other people, to collaborate with a lot of people, like, share, support, you know, help promote, help get people to 1,000, help get people to, you know, get monetized and things like that. But you always got to keep your channel first. You always take care of home first. And don't let nobody tell you how to run your house. Don't let nobody tell you how to run your platform. That's what I've always been taught growing up. You are the queen of your castle. You are the king of your castle. These YouTube channels, I mean, for one, it should be about you and your supporters. It should be about you and your supporters. That should be your focal point. You and your supporters, and bringing awesome content to your supporters, to your family, your subscribers, your nation, whatever you call your people. But don't let nobody on here deter you from your focus and get you caught up in a whole bunch of bullshit that you got to backpedal and pussy pop in because you didn't got caught up in some fuck shit. So that's all I got to say on that note. And with that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in today. Thanks everybody for your like and your shares. Hit the Cash App if you want to. $ the Hood Table 402. And again, I dropped the link to my Amazon housewarming wish list for those who might want to purchase or donate. Feel free. And again, I got all the gifts that I received in a certain area of the house. They're going to be the first things to go to the new house. But we will have a big unboxing event once I move. And I'm going to have a live housewarming party that you guys are going to be able to, you know, tune into and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're going to do that thing next month, y'all. Barbara said, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Exactly. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Chopper said, I agree. Don't shit where you live. Yep, Vibrant. Hell yeah, in the street fight, there's no rules. Thank you. I done fought a lot back in my days. I done fought a lot in them streets. By giving people a click and a view, some would consider that encouraging the behavior. You right. And a lot of times, I'm going to say this before I go, a lot of times I do watch people that I really don't care for, don't like, but it's mainly because the one thing that a lot of subscribers try to get their followers to do on here is keep their eyes on them and don't listen to nobody else over here. Don't look to the west, don't look to the north, don't look to the east. Just keep your eyes right on them. And they feed you a lot of bullshit. And then they get mad when you go over to somebody else's platform because they might hear something a little bit different from what you're saying. So sometimes it's good to watch other people to get a full picture of what's going on instead of listening to one person and then just taking their word, you know, as Bible. So, and again, I try to keep it at entertainment because in my Kwani voice, this is a entertainment application. Okay. So on that note, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm about to get back to work. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always, always, always remember to keep it hood. Bye.